Hello, hello, Libra. Welcome to your 2021 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Libra. And before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. You're welcome to check me out on Instagram if you would like more content from me. And I also want to let you know that I am hosting a 6-week class. It is, the curriculum is just delicious on all levels. So if you want to get in, if you are interested in deepening your intuition, learning about Akashic records, all that juicy woo-woo stuff, and kind of focusing on an area of your life for the next 6 weeks and really seeing that transform, you should check that out. It's called Cosmic Council. The link is in the description box. And without further ado, I'm going to lay this spread out and then we will get started. Okay, let's start with your oracle cards. First thing, suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. Okay. So this is you doing this to yourself. Okay, like you feeling suppressed, you feeling like you're powerless, out of control, blah, blah, blah. It's a reminder that you need to continually tap into your creative power. Right? Anytime you feel like you're losing control, you want to anchor back into your own creative potential. That's what has to happen. So if you feel like you're getting an extra dose of feeling constricted or out of control, it's because it's directing you back to your sovereignty. That's essentially what this is doing. If you're looking outside of yourself and saying that this isn't going to work, it's because you're putting too much stock in the external, which is the whole point of doing energetic work, the whole point of healing, the whole point of manifesting is to jump outside of that paradigm. Okay, so you're really getting pushed to remember the reality of who you are. Okay, which is an infinite creative being. And there's a lot of deception rolling around right now in the collective that's saying it's beyond your control, there's nothing you can do, you're powerless. Those threads and programs are, in the collective mind right now. And so this is about really you having this golden opportunity to jump outside of that on a really intense level. And then we also have Firefly, right? Finding your own light. And this has to do with you self-sourcing. You are the source. You are the bringer of the light, right? Even if it's dark out, it doesn't matter. The fireflies are still able to emit their own light and their own glow. I don't know what the chemistry is behind that, but they glow. So understanding that this is you. This is you. And if you can dissolve this idea of separation, right? If you're looking at what other people are doing and you're saying, well, I can't, then you're in separation. You want to dissolve all of the separation or as much as you possibly can in order to remember, right? This is the year of remembering for you. Remembering your power, remembering your innocence, remembering your purity, remembering that you are the source of everything all at the same time and that you're infinitely creative. So you might be feeling and experiencing stuff that is going to press you and push you into remembering. Okay, so it's a gift. It's kind of like if you're getting lit up with a bunch of triggers, it's a gift for you to remember. And then we have smell. Stop and smell the roses. Inhale a pleasing fragrance. Use essential oils or flower essences to support you. This is about being present with your body, being present with your senses, right? Getting back into this, because as soon as you drift up into the mind, you start going into comparison mode or frustration. I should be here. I should be there. I can't do this. I'm in endless struggle, right? It's directing you back to the present moment, and your body exclusively experiences the present moment. Your mind is what takes you into the future, into the past, all around in different times. So Anyway, I know this is starting really intense. Okay, let's start with for those of you who don't know, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So this will be where you end 2021, and then we'll do a couple other layers to this reading. But the first quarter, we have the King of Cups. Beautiful. So this is really you having mastery over your emotional world. You getting a good, solid handle on this, and this is actually what is going to support you in emitting your own light. Great partnership card, right? For those of you who are wanting to bringing the emotional stability into all relationships, into the manifestations, right? Because the more you can hold a sustained feeling, the more creative you become. And it's okay to fall off the wagon sometimes and get distracted or, have bad days. Like, all human experiences are welcome in the process, but really having that feeling mastery is what's coming through in this first quarter. Beautiful way to start off 2021. And we have the 5 of Wands, right? So any type of friction or feeling like you're drifting, it's creating that opportunity for you to resolve whatever might be agitating your system or agitating your emotions and causing you to feel separate, disempowered, non-creative. So this is restoring all of that in your emotional body. But understand that in order for you to have full mastery, you have to be handed experiences that are going to press you, that are going to push you into feeling it more deeply and mastering it more deeply. So don't scoff at the 5 of Wands. Hey, this is my favorite card. Don't hate on it, okay? It's where all of the problems are solved. So just enjoy this. This is you really anchoring into more of that. Quarter 2, we have the 5 of Swords. There you go. So the nice thing is that this is you being victorious. It's the end, the resolution to a battle, a struggle, right? It's the end of the friction. So, and now let me backtrack for a moment on what I just said. The end of a friction or the end of a struggle does not mean you're absolved of pain. You're never going to experience any pain ever again. No, of course not. You're in human form, right? You have to experience pains, ouches, bumps, and bruises in order to keep you on your path. Pain is an indication. It's just a signal to your body to modify something, heal something, address something, feel something more deeply. So the goal here isn't to be absolved of pain. That would be boring. You actually wouldn't experience pleasure if that was the case. So the 5 of Swords is just saying whatever has been sticky, whatever you've been battling for a long time, that's what's coming to a close. And to clarify, we have the Son of Pentacles. For some of you, this is going to be career, work, money related. Okay, but for a lot of you, this might be feeling really unstable, right? If you were experiencing a lot of friction, instability, the Pentacles energy in conjunction with the 5 of Swords is really grounding that out. Lots and lots of stability second quarter. So this is exciting stuff because it's not going to feel like so much turmoil. I'm getting that you're going to see things smoothing out for yourself. Third quarter, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So working on something you're passionate about, doing research, looking into things. This is you being a little bit more in the mental body. And I mean that in a good way, like in a strategic fun. I'm passionate, I'm excited, I'm willing to put in the effort, I'm willing to put in the work. There's enthusiasm behind the actions that you're taking. And then we have the 5 of Swords again. So by releasing whatever stagnation and stickiness was here, it opens up this enthusiasm, and there's like a spark of inspiration that returns. And so you're not going to feel so tied up and constricted by whatever you have going on. So this is looking like a very liberating reading, right? This entire thing is about sourcing what feels good to you, about what you need, and getting back to that. So feeling into the aches and pains is how you stay the course, but ultimately liberation is the name of the game, and it opens up your your stability and your sense of purpose is what's being unlocked here. And then the fourth quarter, we have the Queen of Pentacles. See, this is even more grounded stability. And I'm also getting reaping the benefits of your work, right? Your efforts, your wherever you've been giving effort. And then to clarify this, we have the Three of Pentacles. Continuing, I'm getting that you're going to have this continued, sustained excitement, right? I don't want to say motivation because that would be a lie. Motivation is fleeting. Don't depend on motivation. But it does look like sustained enthusiasm for the vision that you have for yourself, or the desires that you have and what you want to see through. So the Three of Coins is just reminding you that you have the inspiration to create, to build, to anchor into more of that stability. So this looks like a very grounding year. And it also looks like you're just meeting the parts of your shadow where you're creating the problem, right? Because we do that all the time as humans. So having compassion for that part of yourself as well, making your way back to being the source of what you're needing. And that's ultimately what liberates you into feeling really good about where you are, where you're going, and being a human at the same time, right? We're always wanting more, doing more, healing more. And we keep doing that again and again and again. Okay, let's look at some more specific areas. Okay, no, this is not a 3-card pick. We have love and romance. You can think about it as relationships more broadly. We have money, finances, right, the material world, and then we have what area you're going to be seeing a lot of growth in. So, first we have Page of Pentacles. Show up for the relationship stuff, right? The relationship work, the romance stuff, whatever stuff is happening in your love life or in your relational world. It's like you want to bring the energy first. You want to really show up with the energy that you want to be met in. So you want to be mindful of what you are bringing to the table. Just be conscious of it, right? Bring your attention to it. Ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table of my love life, right? If you're bringing aches, pains, traumas, wounding, desperation, right? Be clear about that. Know yourself. If that's what you're bringing, you have to clean that up first if you're wanting to be met in a different space. In the same breath, it could be enhancing something in your relationship, right? It could be you bringing more passion, more play, more flexibility, more excitement, more joy. You bring it first in whatever energy you desire to be in more of, and then see how your partner responds, or how the world responds, how the universe responds, who comes into your space as you show up differently. So the trick to working with the Page of Pentacles in this position is you jump first. You make the change first. If you're getting into, no, I don't want to have to change anything about what I'm doing and I'm going to expect a different result, well, then you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Or if you're saying and telling yourself a story of, my partner needs to change first because they're misbehaving and they're the cause of all the problems, well, all that finger wagging isn't going to get you anywhere. So good luck with that if that's your mission. But you have to take responsibility and meet in the middle with a shifted energy in order to create a new experience. I'm not playing any games today. And then we have money, Page of Wands, doing some evaluation, looking and investigating what are you thinking, what are you doing, what are you saying, what energy are you holding around money. Just doing some investigating. If you're holding despair, right? Well, how can you soften that despair? You know, how can you do some healing, do some self-soothing, comforting, getting back to, right, sourcing yourself, the desired feeling, which can take, that takes work, that takes effort and attention. So I just want to make that really clear that by evaluating yourself, you'll be able to identify where the pockets of friction are existing, and then how that is either helping you or harming you. So keep what works and modify the rest. And then what's growing for you and expanding for you, we have the Eight of Cups. Your mind, your mental body, your perspective is in deep transformation this year. This is exciting. Love seeing this. I'm going to clarify it to see if I can get a little bit more context on it, but the Eight of Cups is all about changing your vantage point and your perspective. So whatever, well, let me clarify it first before I say that. Okay, it looks like money, work, money, work, money, work, money, work is a big one for you. So keep that in mind, like the mental body, the soul, the emotional body really has to all get on board with the money stuff. And some parts take a little bit more time to finesse than others. So just be patient with yourself. Yeah, know that a different way of being is on the horizon regarding all things material. Now we're going to do a 3-card pick, so you're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, support, whatever it is that you're needing at this time. Okay, if you need more time, pause the video, but here's card number 1, Justice. When I read this card, it really looks more heart-based, right? Because you have this imagery here of the heart being weighed against the feather. And it's like keeping your heart light, bringing the levity back, being the source of your own light. Again, that message again and again and again. You have to feel that and bring that first in order to see something change in your environment. So think about, how can I make my heart lighter? How can I breathe a little bit easier? How can I feel a little bit more ease? How can I make this a game? Those are some questions that I would ask and see how the situation shifts in response. Card number 2, we have the Knight of Cups. Show up with your emotional world in a responsible way, right? Not fire and blood, but in a responsible way. And that vulnerability is what will spill out and over into the situation, right? And that can even be your career. It can be being honest and vulnerable about what you want, about where you're going, about what the desire is on your heart. And you know, this is an obvious one for relationships, like revealing your heart, showing your heart, speaking your truth, being real about what it is that you want, need, and desire. So knowing that leading with your emotions in an integrated way is going to really serve you. And then card number 3, we have the 10 of Cups. Celebrate now. If you're overly dependent on the external for celebration, you're never going to celebrate because your mind is going to find infinite problems. So you have to cut that idea out. The idea that I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when is a trap. It's a surefire way to just be disappointed. So this is saying find the true feeling of gratitude, celebration, appreciation, those high frequencies, holding those for as long as you can, sustaining them for as long as possible, letting yourself feel into them. And I want to be clear, if you're in a lot of trauma, this is something that is more challenging to access only because of your nervous system, because of your feeling state, because of what you've practiced on an emotional level. And so making sure that you're unpacking those layers as you go, and that's going to be a lot of help. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you would like more videos from me. And also, if you would like to join Cosmic Council, class starts on December 19th. Make sure you check that out. The link is in the description box. All of the decks are in the description box. And I cannot wait to see you next time. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.